good friend of mine recommended a book to me called Blink. The concept is it's thinking without thinking. It revolves a lot around the ideas of coming to snap judgments, or how that can be both beneficial and detrimental to you. Everything from the idea of walking into a scenario and just not feeling right based on prior experience and things you've gone through and whatnot, and how that can actually protect you in a scenario. And then also on the flip side, how it can set you up to fail, because if you go into a situation expecting a bad thing to happen, or maybe in the past you have nothing but bad experiences with this type of situation, you're going to create that type of situation because you brought that attitude with you. Anyways, one of the points that it talks about that I thought was really interesting is that how powerful first impressions are, and the reality of how much truth can be held in a first impression, but not specifically one-to-one interactions. It talked about how you could go to, he basically gave these college students a list of questions or a checklist, and he had them go to a dorm room. And he said, by answering all these questions, you look at the dorm room, look around, and make a judgment as to what kind of person this is. And what was remarkable is that based on everything from the cleanliness to the room, to the type of pictures they had on the wall, to what sort of collectibles they had set up around, or how simplistic the room was, or fancy, or whatever they were looking at, they were able to actually come up with a better or as accurate personality profile as people who had known these people well. So again, on the other side, they take people who know them well and gave them the same questionnaire and said, based on your relationship with them, blah, 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 blah. And it was amazing how accurate the people who had never met them before and only looked at their rooms were in figuring out what kind of person this was. And it made me think a lot. I go, wow, if you were to walk into my room right now, what would you be able to tell about me? And I know, because I thought about this over the last few days, I know that you could walk into my room right now and you could learn quite a bit about who I am as a person. And think about that, and think about your car, your room, your computer screen. I mean, there's a lot of things where someone can look at it and make snap judgments about what kind of person you are based on little tiny bits of information. And the scary thing is they can be very accurate. So if you want to know what kind of person you are, I don't know, maybe bring someone over to your house, have them look in your room for a few minutes, and have them tell you what they think. Well, that might not work quite well because they already know who you are, but the concept stands. So look at your space, look at what you surround yourself with, look at the way you dress. All of these things are snap judgments that someone can base a lot about your personality off of.